Good morning, and welcome back to Hbtv for the week of February 24th. My name is Ava Gillen from Mr. Norton's class.
And I'm Madeline Acker, also from Mr. Norton's class. Thank you for joining us today. The word of the month is perseverance.
Great works are performed not by strength, but by perseverance. Perseverance means not giving up even when something is hard.
Now here's the weather.
On Monday, there will be a high of 43 and a low of 37.
On Tuesday, there will be a high of 41 and a low of 29.
On Wednesday, there will be a high of 44 and a low of 31.
On Thursday, there will be a high of 34 and a low of 21.
On Friday, there will be a high of 27 and a low of 20.
Now here's powerlifter Bill Clark with a special announcement.
We're here now with Bill Clark.
And we want to ask you some questions. So the first question is, what record was hardest to break?
Well, first, let me say how honored I am to be here. It is a special thing for me to come in and talk, so thank you for having me. As far as the hardest record to break, there were two that I think were really, really hard. One was the 411-pound deadlift I did with one hand. That was really hard because I actually broke my finger before doing it, and I had to continue to train and do the deadlift with a broken finger. And that hurt a lot. So that was pretty hard. Let's see, I think the second one would be the Guinness World Record steel spike one. That was very difficult for me because I had actually torn a muscle up in it's called a supraspinatus muscle, up underneath the trapezius muscle, which is on top. I had slightly torn that, and it pinched on a nerve, so bending those railroad spikes, that hurt a lot. So I would say that those two records were probably the hardest.
Okay, the next question we have is, what are you most proud of?
Well, okay, so records don't last very long. You know what I mean? Somebody's going to come along, they're going to beat them. So honest truth, I'm not too proud of those things. Those records help, I think, me to open up doors that are much more important. So I think that, thank Jesus, I think I'm most proud of helping people out. That gives me probably the nicest feeling I will ever have, and that is something that genuinely lasts. People will write me letters, or I will see people that I've known for years. A gold medal, you look at them after a while, they don't mean a whole lot. But doing something nice for someone and knowing that you helped other people out along the way is a great thing. So I would think I'm most proud of that. But the records are in there too.
Okay, so last question is, why do you come and talk to people like children and like us?
Well, I think because first and foremost, when I was your age, my dad had died. My mom, as much as I love my mom and still do, there was some issues with my mom and growing up. It was not always very easy. And if it weren't for people in my life that helped me to get to the places where I ended up, I wouldn't have gotten there. So I'd like to send along some of the messages that I've learned that I think can help people like yourselves or anybody else. And one thing I will say for sure is that if I had known back then that everything would turn out okay, I would not have stressed so much. So that's the one thing I would like everybody to know, is that it'll be okay. You just got to keep working hard, do the right things, and you are always setting yourself up for something better. So if you do that, I don't think you have to stress the temporary difficult situations, because they are just temporary, and you'll survive and you'll make it through it and you'll get stronger. And when I do that, I feel pretty important to the extent that I've helped somebody else get to their path. At this stage, it's the most important thing I can do. World records don't matter too much anymore, and having said enough of my guess, and I say that humbly, right? The most important thing to me now is helping people to reach their very best. So going around and talking to people at schools is something I absolutely love to do. And don't forget that when I go visit a school like Homer Brink, when I come here, everybody treats me so nice. So it's not just that I'm giving something to you. You are giving something back to me. And that's what we call a team. So it's very special.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We're back with Mr. Clark, but with a big announcement. But before, we have to ask you a few questions.
I'm ready.
How did you win this belt?
Well, so now I've actually won a couple championship belts, thank God. Some of them for being the best lifter, one of them being the best lifter at the World Championships. But this was actually, I don't even know if I'd say I won this. It was kind of more of a gift/award for being something in the Hall of Fame called the People's Champion. And the People's Champion is an award, again, that the National Hall of Fame gives for people that go above and beyond for charities and raising money for diseases and things like that. So I've been very active in a lot of charity things and as you probably see here at Homer Brink, trying to help out whenever I can. So I received this belt, which inevitably is going to be given by me to one of the halls of fame that I'm in. It might go to the World Hall of Fame or to the National Hall of Fame. I'm not quite sure which one yet, but I will be at some point giving this belt into the Hall of Fame.
Okay, now it's time for the big announcement. You will be able to sign either the belt
Or the license plate.
Okay.
Yep. Keep going.
So you will either get to sign the license plate or the belt.
And then what we're going to do is we're going to take those license plates and the belt, and when I do retire them into the Hall of Fame, then your name will be permanently put into the Hall of Fame, as well as Homer Brink. So if you're ever going down through York, Pennsylvania, you can stop into that World Hall of Fame and your name will be there. Or maybe it'll be a little more local Hall of Fame. I'm not quite sure. But one thing I know is that your name will go with me, because we are a team, into the Hall of Fame, and it's my honor to bring you in with me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bill Clark. We are so excited.
Now here are special announcements for the week.
On Monday, there'll be a band and orchestra concert for grades 3 through 5, and on Tuesday for grades EK through 2.
There will be a history club meeting on Wednesday.
On Thursday, cultural night from 5:30 to 7.
Friday, there will be the lemonade ball from 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock.
Also on Friday, there'll be Think Tank.
Now here's lunch this week.
Monday, lunch will be chicken patty. Second choice is hot dog on a bun.
Tuesday's lunch will be tacos on a shell with assorted toppings. Second choice is stuffed crust.
Wednesday's lunch will be cheese ravioli. Second choice is chicken nuggets.
Thursday's lunch will be chicken mac and cheese. Second choice is chicken patty.
Friday's lunch will be stuffed crust pizza. Second choice will be chicken nuggets or breaded fish on a bun.
Now here's a special report from our first graders on the 100th day of school.
Hbtv.
Can you tell us a little bit about what you're wearing?
I'm wearing a beaded necklace, a purse, and some glasses.
Can you tell us about what you think it'll be like in 100 years?
Flying cars. Raining unicorns.
What about you guys?
Robot vacuum cleaners. People living on space.
Okay.
Hello, Mrs. Cool Dad.
I hope it rains unicorns.
Hey, Ava, do you want to hear a joke?
I don't know, do I?
What do you give a sick lemon?
I don't know.
Lemonade.
But don't forget, Spartan Country, reach for excellence!